Hello guys, use the view channel. We're going to StephanieEkwuTv. Video titled Wanni Handi. This video, Ebube featured alongside with her sister. Here in this video, they were the twins when taken care of by their mother, and they have a senior sister, Ekwu's happened to be a ragged girl. She's not afraid of anyone. She's into drugs. She mingle along with the thugs in the village, while Ebube and her twin sister are both, spiritually dogs, but as in humans, they have their tail, the dog's tail, and they do communicate with a group of dogs. That whenever Ebube was happy, or rather smiling, that would be the time when the sister at the same time will be crying, and this symbolizes something deadly or dangerous, and that the thunder will strike and will take someone's life. This happens like that. There are series of people that had encounter with them, and one way or the other, maybe abusing them, calling them names, or having a fight with them. You see that the person will just die, just like that, through the thunder strike. And this now gave their big sister a clue as to this thing that is happening must have been caused by this. My sisters, that is my twin sisters, she now called on their mom, and like she was telling their mother, their mother, of course, mother has to prevent her children, because that was the way she gave back to them. She doesn't want to see as in anything wrong with it, because as a mother, she has to help her children. So, and they were lovely twins. So she has to try to, to make their sister to see reason that even no matter how people see these twins, mom is not that convinced, because she's the one that gave birth to them. So this went like that. That's in their family here. Then in the royal family, yeah, one of the princess, that is the eldest princess, was trying to reprove one of the guards, and she slapped that guard, simultaneously 3 times, and the guard fell. As he collapsed, from there they rushed the guard to the hospital. On the way, the guard gave up the ghost, and they all came back. This led to the the elders in the village to gather around and to all decide on what to do, as in this situation called for the police. So the princess was put in custody, in police custody, for some time. Then, because there is money, we had to bail her out. She came back home. But it keep on that mysterious things, it was just happening like that in the palace. And there was a time the junior princess said she saw two dogs sitting in the palace. You know, she came out to rush out to come and tell the eldest princess. You know, when the other one came inside the palace to see, to confirm, they couldn't find those dogs again. So she now said she will have to tell the queen and the king. So thereafter, we now get to know that the queen is related to Wanni and Handi. That is the twins. So she now went to their house in order to talk to their mother to release the eldest sister, that rugged sister to them. So she has to now leave their mother's house for the palace. You know, she has such a boldness and that rough character. She's into drug and she doesn't seem to be scared of anybody. So she started with her career, a special character over there in the palace. You know, that even the princesses, that is both the eldest and the junior, they could not even curtail her. She was just herself. So we'll see how this video continues this week. As we end the first video, we are expecting the second video on the way. So let us be optimistic that it's going to bring about, you know, wonderful experiences. So here we pause here this video. That's in the second part of the video. We are going to see the end as to what must have caused, you know, the twins, as well as the misery that was happening in the palace. All this must be unraveled in the second part of the video. So let us look out for it. If you like this video, do like it, share and comment on it. Thank you. Hello guys, good day to you all. This is Gio's review channel. We are now into Wanni and Handi 2, the video by StephanieEkwuTv. So actually, the story is getting interesting. You know why? The crown princess had some cockroaches in her cupboard, in that she was the one that causes the twins to be dog. Oh, because before their mother, that is the queen, died, she confessed to her that she ate the food, or rather the food she ate was or has been poisoned by her best friend, that is the present queen of the kingdom. So in this way, the princess now decided, you know, to revenge the death of her mom by going to a priest and, you know, requesting to change or rather punish the present queen by turning the babies in her womb to dogs. And that was why the gods said that the children, you know, during their birth, that the children were not humans. but animals, dog, precisely. Also, there was a taboo, or rather, a very evil occurrence that has never happened in that kingdom. As in, a woman giving birth through cesarean operation. And that was what really happened during their birth. So, the mouthpiece of the gods now told them that they need to get rid of those children. So, the present queen now decided that she should send, she confided in her sister and took the children, the twins, to her sister in a nearby village or kingdom to take care of them. That was how they grew up in that other village, and by their aunt, which they knew to be their mother. But the people in that village, they normally, challenge these children because they had certain things with them, some powers. If you offend them, or you call them names by their nature, you make them angry, one of them will cry. At the same time, the other will be smiling. And that was when the thunder will come, it will lighten, and it will strike whoever makes or causes them to be angry. And these scenarios has been, being the occasion in that village. That was, what characterized their nature. And they even brought it now to the palace. Palace has already been, experiencing all these strange things before these twins eventually came to the palace. This time around, they find their way by themselves, coming to the palace, because they've been calling them bastard in that their village where they grew up. And this annoyed them. It provoked them. They had to sit their mom, that is their aunt, down and threatened to commit suicide if she didn't tell them the truth. So that was how the truth came out. And the both of them now had to find their way to locate the palace where they had their father as the king and their mom as the present queen. So on getting to the palace, now you can see as everyone became hostile to them. Which kind of creatures is this? Which kind of human beings are these? See, because they are not tall because of their height, and they have tail. Things like this. It isn't this fault of these children. So everything now became, unraveled. They have to now invite the priest to come in and ask the gods what is happening. So that there and then, the queen has to kneel down. Or rather, before this, these twins' mother, that is the twins' aunt, the one that took care of these twins, she had her own daughter
their daughter was the one that the queen first of all came to pick from that their village to the palace. And she was into, she's a reckless girl. She's into drugs. She take Igbo anyhow. She doesn't care. She has a carefree life. Just naive, innocently like that, you call her. But on getting to the palace, she's the type that is not, scared of anybody. She doesn't care whether you are older than her or not. So far you misbehave, she will treat you anyhow, even to the queen and to the king. So this time around, she had to go and meet the maiden in the kitchen. She took the Igbo there and instructed her to add it to the meal for the whole family in the palace. So it was after then you now see that everybody started misbehaving, even including the king and the queen. They were all misbehaving. The guards, the maidens, the princes, they were all misbehaving. So all this happened prior the time or the day or the period the twins now came to the palace. So because of this, they had to invite the priest as the Olo who came in, that what has this girl done to the king and the queen. So it was the Igbo she has been taking that she now introduced to them in the palace. They didn't know anything. So the punishment for that was that the king has to now banish her from the palace. That was how she left and went back to the village to her mother. Meanwhile, before she gets to her mother, the twins has already left her mother, that is their aunt, and they were already in the palace. So that was when everything, started unraveling. So now, as everything is being exposed now through the mouthpiece of the gods, the punishment to the present, for the present queen for being responsible for the death of the first queen, she was banished from the kingdom. So meanwhile, the punishment for the crown princess is the one that is yet to be given towards the end of this second video. So let us look out and watch out for the next video. You like? Let's try to like, share and comment. Thank you. Good day to you all. Yeah, you are all welcome to Gio's review channel. Here we are taking the final part of the video, Handi and Wanni, or rather Wanni and Handi by StephanieEkwuTv. This final part is the concluding end of the video. Here, the final verdict, that is the judgment by the king to the crown princess, was given by the king himself in the presence of all. It concluded that the crown princess should be the sacrifice to end it all. And that was how they went to the shrine as they were about, concluding the sacrifice. That was when Andy and Wanni surfaced. They came around, and right there and then, Andy surrendered to, giving her own life for the crown princess to live, and for her second, that is Wanni, to be purely human again. And as they were doing the sacrifice, you could see that the sacrifice was acceptable. And he finally left. The gods accepted her. She vanished there, while Wandi's tail left her. It vanished as well. Then the crown princess has to embrace Wanni, and that was the end of the video. The real lesson, that is the morale we need to take in this video, right from video 1 through 3, is that we shouldn't take revenge in whatever situation that might come away. We should surrender all. Let God take charge of it. Ours is not to revenge. Be yourself. Stop doing evil. Now see what the crown princess did to avert, to change the babies in the womb of the mother, that is the queen, turning the babies into dogs, and making the babies to be like as in a laughing stock in the village. But the gods that will not leave the children, you see that they had powers that anyone that wants to, that does them evil or call them names or make them, to shed tears, you see, as in their judgment, they received their judgment, they died. As the twins, one will be smiling, the other will be crying at the same time. You all see Wanni, whenever she's happy, that is smiling, and Andy is crying. That was when the thunder will strike and will kill whoever is making them to be bitter. So we need to be very, very careful in judging people. Don't ever think of revenging any, because you might not be able to stand the consequence of it. That was what happened to the crown princess. You want to revenge the death of your mom, the queen, and at the end, thereby affecting the babies in the womb of the second queen, as in our mom's late mother's best friend. So we all need to be very, very careful. This is a real lesson to us all. Yeah, and whatever the king decrees, it stands. She felt that being the crown princess, the favorite of the dad, that is the king, we make the king not to be able to, to pass any judgment on her. It doesn't work that way. So also, it made that decree to send the queen, that is the mother of the twins, out of the village. So I implore you all to like, share and comment on this video. Thanks.